fast you were going?
What? How fast you were going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast. If you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot. Leave now. Run to your safe space. Get your little cloth for your tears. All the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any local or government agency. Welcome, MOTORCOP Chronicles Podcast. I'm your host, the Iceman, as usual. As usual, I don't have a guest. Gonna have some. So that one guy, he's still doing pretty bad with COVID. So I talked to him the other day. It's kicking his ass pretty good. So I think it was his first time having it. But he'll survive it. Then we'll get him on. Hope everybody had a good weekend so far. Recording this one on just Sunday morning. Usually I do it in the evening. Or lately it seems like I've been doing them on Mondays. But I'm going to start a project today. That's why I'm recording early. It's still pretty early in the morning. I'm going to attempt to build myself a new podcast table, workstation, or whatever. It's going to be 8 feet long one way. I'm thinking 4 feet the other, make a big L. So it'll give everybody enough room to sit. Freebird and Box will definitely have like their own little areas there they can use. And I'm just trying to make it more convenient for everybody and easier to work around. So y'all wish me luck on that because the Iceman is mechanically declined when it comes to building shit. My main thing is to try to keep it square and hopefully it don't fall apart. I went and bought all the wood yesterday. Was going to work on it last night, and right after we got home, it decided to have torrential rains and thunderstorms and lightning and everything else. So I didn't get to work on it. So that's going to be the project today. I think I might take some pictures of the way the clubhouse looks right now, even though it's kind of disarray. I need to straighten up in here. I got stuff I've been ordering and stuff, samples and stuff. So I got shit everywhere. And of course, I still got JoJo's package sitting on my table that on Facebook in the clubhouse. She kindly reminded me of. I'm going to do my damnedest to get it out this week. So other than that, I know y'all don't want to hear that shit. Like I always say, I'm always asking y'all to like and 5 stars if you're on Apple and stuff like that, and write a review and stuff like that. Subscribe, of course. Comment. Leave a review on the Facebook page if you want. Did get another 5-star review, and someone wrote something on the Apple app. And like I said, I always read them out because I highly appreciate it. The more subscribers and reviews and stuff like that, it helps toward the algorithm. This review started titled Cotton Candy Grapes, which I have talked about before. Cotton candy grapes are delicious. I like them frozen. I'm not sure how they're pronouncing their name on here, their nickname. I'm going to do it my best. I don't know if it's Ron Con Mutter is what I'm thinking. That's who it's from. 5 stars. It says, the Iceman is the most down-to-earth cop around. He says it as it is and doesn't hold back. He says, I'm a traffic cop. I'm assuming it's to him. If you're a female, excuse me. Says, I'm a traffic cop, but not a motor. But this dude is as legit as it gets. Listen to this podcast in all capitals. By the way, we all don't say it, but we really appreciate the end to watch episodes. We all don't want to admit we do, but those guys, gals, and canines are our heroes. Thanks, Iceman. This is legit badass review. I appreciate it tremendously. Mr. Roncon Mutter, if I'm saying it right. If you want any stickers and stuff, shoot me an email or something, and if you're on the Facebook page or whatever, send a direct message. And it don't matter if you're a motor or not. If you'd like to be a guest, of course, if you listen, you know I'm going to keep you anonymous and everything else. Hit me up. I'm always looking for guests. See if you got any naked stories for Freebird, make them jealous, or just some funny stuff. Or if you want to do a serious episode, we can do that, even though it's usually not my thing, but I have a few of them. So, do appreciate it. So, like, subscribe, listen, like, review, share it with your friends, share it with your frenemies. You know, we're going to get into this shit. Let me just say it ahead of time before I get into this shit. Go check out the Etsy store, MOTORCOP Chronicles podcast on Etsy. If you want any t-shirts or some merchandise, there's just, you know, random stuff on there, some sweat towels, stuff like that. I do have the allegedly t-shirts are available on there. You know, they got the ones that say, smile, the Iceman can be behind you. And recently, the most recent edition is the one MOTORCOP for Life, who's been a guest a few times, requested from me. I had this thing on a sweat towel. I have it on the back of a t-shirt now, and it says, it smells like warrants and suspended licenses outside. That one's also available. And, of course, everything is marked extremely low. Like I said, I'm not trying to make a profit, just trying to get the logo out there. That being said, I know y'all want to hear some stories, whatever. I have quite a few good stories. I think they're good anyway. So, let's try it with a little background music again, just in case I pause. I hate dead air. I don't think that should be too loud. I pulled over, these are all in the last 2 weeks or so. Pull over a car, 77 and a 60, Florida license plates on it. As I'm approaching up to the vehicle starts to pull away a little bit, and I'm like, oh shit, now I'm getting ready to run back to my unit, because I'm thinking I'm getting ready to get in a car chase, right? I don't know if it's too loud or not. So I don't know if I'm about to get in a car chase or not. So I'm like, fuck, my you know, spidey senses went up. Only went up about 6 feet and then stopped again. So I'm like, okay, now I'm just kind of standing in between both vehicles to wonder what the fuck's going on. Got my hand on the butt of my gun. I hadn't unholstered it or nothing at this point. So I went ahead and started to make my passenger side approach, of course. And, had on darker tinted windows. I tapped before I didn't just walk up. I made them roll the windows down so I could see inside the vehicle, which I usually do. These guys were, it had 2 guys and a female in the car, 2 guys in the front, female in the back, and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? They're like, they just kind of look at me like I'm stupid, and I'm like, what are you looking at me? I'm stupid for? And I looked the reason I pulled you over, you know, 77 and 60, and they're still kind of looking at me, and I know they don't look Hispanic or, you know, my non-PC stuff. They don't look Mexican to me. So, what the fuck's going on here? So finally, we start to communicate, I guess, just as we could. Long story short is they are Canadian. Now, of course, I have a few Canadian listeners that I appreciate a lot. I've talked to a few of them, emailed back and forth. Even, I don't know what happened to my throat there. Even, have sent stickers and stuff to Canada. Some of them had to do twice because they got lost. Anyway, they're from Canada, but they're from the more French-speaking side of Canada, and they speak very, very little English. And I don't know if anybody's heard me say it before. I did take French in high school, and I failed it miserably. Which is funny because basically my heritage is French, Cajun French, but the teacher said my tongue just don't work like that, unfortunately. So I remember nothing from French class because I failed French. You know, needless to say, he handed me his driver's license, which was in French. I don't do it too often, but I was just like, well, I said, fuck it. Slow down. Have a good trip. Yada, yada. I don't understand. I don't think they understood probably a word I fucking said, but I hope they had a good trip. The French Canadians or whatever it was. It's probably why, well, I know why I don't visit other countries, like especially, you know, way overseas. One thing, I don't speak other languages, and I hate to get over there, and I feel like if I'm going to go to a foreign country like that that speaks a different language, I would try to know the language a little bit before I can communicate. That's just me. But I ain't leaving the continental United States, especially in today's times anyway. Hell, they might not let me back in over here. Next, I pulled over a Jeep, one of those Jeep Cherokees, a black one. He wasn't going super fast, 13 over, 73 and a 60. Make contact with the guy. This guy, he's got a look on his face. You know, well, I don't know if y'all know, but some people you get this look, the body language and stuff like that. Y'all get the gist of what I'm trying to say. Asking for his driver's license and stuff. He hands it to me. No, he didn't have his license. He had an ID. And I'm like, where's your license? Is it suspended? He just kind of looks at me. I'm like, look, if you're suspended, just be honest with me and we'll find out. Which he didn't know, but he said, dude was scared to death. He had I guess it was his girlfriend in a car with him. And he's like, look, I'm sorry. I was trying to make some kind of sporting event. Because he's got a kid that's playing some kind of sport or something. But the dude's like, I think I got warrants in Mississippi. I'm like, look, just calm down and everything else. I said, last thing I'm trying to do is bring anybody to jail. It was some kind of warrant for like a civil thing. He, I guess, did some work for somebody and then they sued him or something like that. So I did write him a ticket, of course, but I didn't bring him to jail on no warrants. I didn't even call and check on him. Most of the time, 99% of the time, most of these states are not going to extradite that far for something like that unless they're wanted for murder or anything like that. When I go back up to give him his ticket, his girlfriend there is I guess she was really hungry because she was eating something. It was very crunchy. And I look at it. So I'm like, what the hell is she eating? She's eating some ramen noodles. Straight out the pack. Like opened the wrapper and was like biting on this shit like it was a Rice Krispie treat. Like uncooked, hard, dried ramen noodles, like just crunchy. I'm like, are you hungry or something? She's like, oh yeah. I said, dude, stop and get this chick a fucking hamburger or something. I mean, she's eating raw ramen noodles. You got to be hungry to eat that shit. Me personally, anyway. I mean, I don't know. Does it taste? Does anybody else eat raw ramen noodles just straight out, just like unwrap it and just start chewing on it like it's a candy bar? I mean, that's got to be worse than those rice cakes. I mean, you can get flavored rice cakes that don't taste too bad, but this is a block of hard, dehydrated noodles. So, I'm just like, fuck. I told him, make sure you get your shit taken care of. It was his lucky day. I asked her if she had a valid license. She did, made her drive. So, but that was it. I mean, the dude actually wanted to give me a fist bump stuff. The dude actually, he's like, look, man, if you ever, want to go fishing, I'll take you fishing. I'm like, no, hold on. I said, if you want to do something for me, he's like, yeah. I said, go get your shit straight. You're saying you got a kid and all that stuff. It's just your girlfriend right here. He's like, yeah. I said, get your shit straight, because you're gonna might get stopped by the wrong cop. Your ass is gonna end up in jail. Your girlfriend here is gonna find a man that will buy her food and leave you while you're in jail, and your kid's not gonna get to see his dad. He just kind of looked at me, because that's what I told him. I mean, it won't take much. I mean, here's a Happy Meal, babe. It's better than dry ramen noodles, right? So I told him that's what he could do for me. I've never seen anyone in my life just sit there and chew, just crunching it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's good. I mean, it don't have no flavor to it, though. I mean, because the flavor, I don't know. Tell me. Anybody else do that? Email me. Let me know. Let's have a discussion about it. I'll send you some price something. That just, no, that's just nasty. Next stop, I'll pull over a black SUV. He was speeding. Of course, he was speeding, or she was speeding. No, it was I don't like that word routine, because nothing's routine, but it was a normal traffic stop. Nothing spectacular was happening about it or anything like that. Well, when I come back up to the car, this lady, she was well dressed. You could tell she was like a educated businesswoman or whatever type of vehicle she's driving, the way she dressed, the way she spoke, handled herself. Pretty blonde-headed lady. So I come back up to the car. She has this look on her face. I'm like, what the hell? She didn't have it wasn't a crying look or nothing like that, but it was just this look, I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, nothing. I'm like, well, you got this look on your face. What's wrong? She hits me with, you're very foreboding looking. I said, what? Foreboding looking? I said, wow. I said, you hit me with them like big, expensive, college-educated words, huh? I said, look, I'm just old country cop here. I said, you can't be hitting me with big words like that. She kind of laughed. I said, look, I said, I apologize. I said, that's just my RAF face. She says, what? Excuse me? I said, my RAF face. I said, so like my resting asshole face. She says, oh, like women have resting bitch face? I said, exactly. I said, I'm actually a pretty nice guy. I said, I just look like that. She hit me with that. I've been told I look like a lot of things, but hey, I've never been told I was foreboding looking. It made me feel special, like, I don't know, high class mean face, I guess. Anyway, we got to talking just a minute, of course, by signing this ticket, it's not the ticket, but signing this non-admission of guilt, I go through my spiel. Come to find out, she's a political consultant, like campaign manager person on the same thing. I don't know, she works on campaigns for politicians, of course. I think she said she was working at the time, some judges running for office and whatever. I'm not gonna say the area that they're in. And I was like, I feel like I'm in I said, you like all famous or something like that. I said, but I already got you an autograph. Super nice lady. Anyway, maybe she's listening to the podcast. If she is, she's a super nice lady. I hope her campaign's going well. Hit me with the big words, foreboding. Maybe I'll make a t-shirt. It says some kind of foreboding thing on the back of it. But like I said, super nice lady, educated. Like I said, I hope her candidate wins. And just had me going through, man. Just remember, Iceman might be out there, so let's keep it down a little bit, because you don't want to run into the foreboding RAF face again, right? So I thought it was pretty good. Never been foreboding. Might have to add that to the title of the show. I might have to look it up, make sure I spell it right, because I'm never really good at spelling or English, anything like that. The other day I pull over a Ford F-250. Big, nice, like King Ranch edition. Very nice truck. Texas tags on it. Go up. Gentleman and his wife, I presume. His wife, pretty sure it was. They're in there. Anyway, it was her birthday. They were coming back from her birthday celebration. Nothing spectacular, but I got to talk with him a little bit. He is in he said that he was I think he owns or something in some polymer business or something like that. He's in polymers. And I looked at him, I said, oh, so you're the reason our environment is, we're having global warming and change. I looked at him and said, I'm just joking with you, dude. I think it's all bullshit. They were nice people. We just had a little short conversation. He said something about her being a cougar, which I think she had just turned like, I don't know, 50, 51, something like that. I don't know. I said, oh no. I said, once you hit your 50s, you're not a cougar no more. I said, you got to be a lioness. So we just had some jokes. Like I said, I do, sometimes when I'm writing tickets, he's still got a ticket, but super nice people. Maybe they're listening also. Hope they are. Hope they had a safe trip. Mr. and Mrs. Polymer, and many more birthdays to you. So down that diesel truck, save some money. That diesel's getting expensive out there too. Now this next one, I pulled over a guy going eastbound. And you know how I always talk about, for some reason, eastbound people seem like they're just bigger assholes than westbound people. Maybe we need to get the government to give us $2 million to do a study on why eastbound people are bigger assholes than westbound people. Sounds legit to me. They give everybody else money for stupid shit. Anyway, got this dude going 87 and a 60, 87 miles an hour. I mean, he's doing, this is what, 27 over. That's freaking ridiculous, right? Yeah. When I pull this dude over, first of all, I mean, when I got on the interstate, I seen he was hauling ass. I just kind of got behind him, paced him, then I turned my radar on, and I same laned him, because I have same lane on my radar also. So I used both. No, after a couple miles, he noticed I was behind him. His brake light's activated, of course, and then he slows down and gets another lane. So he knows he was speeding. We passed 2 signs when I was behind him. Very large signs. When I pull him over, though, and then walk up, and before I even can say anything, well, why'd you pull me over? Oh, motherfucker, why the hell you think I pulled you over? So I felt like saying. I'm like, you were doing 87 and a 60. That's why I said, you know what you were doing. Once you noticed the popo was behind you, you hit your brakes. I hate it when people try to play stupid like that. You know, he was a younger guy, probably late 20s. I don't get it. I mean, just be honest. If you know you're speeding, just own up to it. And anyway, he got a ticket for his little acting like he was a self-entitled self. He was one of the have a nice day. And y'all know when I say have a nice day, I'm basically saying go fuck yourself or fuck you. Because he got one of those. He was definitely a go fuck you once. Just his whole acting. Why'd you pull me over? Motherfucker, you know, because you're sucking the paint off everything you fucking pass, and that's why. Now, this next one may piss some people off. It may not. Personally, I don't care if it pisses you off. Because I'm not here to, sugarcoat it, pat people on the back, rub them, tell them everybody's going to get a trophy. Don't cry. I'm a motherfucker that's going to make you cry. Just, if you triggered easily, and I hadn't triggered you yet on this episode, you might want to turn this shit off. Or fast forward. I don't know how long this is about to take, though. As we know, when I start recording, I record. This is straight raw. There ain't no editing. There ain't nothing like that. However I record it, that's how I put it out. I know a lot of people edit and stuff like that. Just call me lazy. whatever. I just rather put out the true rawness of it. Y'all can take the ahs, the ums, the coughs, and all that other stuff. I mean, just raw and real. That's what you're going to get. So if you've had your warning, you had plenty enough time to turn this off if you're going to get triggered on what I'm about to talk about. Last 6 months or so, have been pulling over an exorbitant amount of people of the Hispanic persuasion. I'm not just going to say Mexican, because believe it or not, most of them are not Mexican. Most of them are from, I get a lot from Guatemala, Honduras, and stuff like that. They're not, I know there's a difference. So when I say Mexican, I know it's not nice to lump everybody in one little thing. But so we're just going to say, been pulling over a lot of Hispanic persuasion people, okay? It's getting to be a whole lot. Just the other day, just this past week, I was like, I need to talk about this because we have issues with it. These Hispanics persuasion people seem like they do get in quite a few crashes. Most of them do not have driver's licenses. You're lucky if they have a passport. They'll hand you this international driver's license, which is a hunk of bullshit plastic, okay? It's not a driver's license. And if you get hit by one of these people, a lot of times they don't have insurance. They're driving some car, it's got somebody else's name on it, and guess what? They'll disappear. They will disappear. I mean, they'll just leave the state, go back to wherever they come from, whatever. They'll just disappear. They almost, majority of them work for cash and shit. So I mean, it's really, they don't have social security numbers and shit. You know how hard it is to try to track somebody like that, and a lot of people get fucked over. So make sure you carry full coverage and uninsured motorist. I know uninsured motorists can be expensive, but especially nowadays, it can help you out. Or take your chances. I've seen quite a few people get fucked over by this shit, and it does. It pisses me the hell off. So I've been pulling over a lot of Hispanic persuasion people. I'm just glad when I get at least some that speak English halfway. I guess a lot of cops won't fuck with it. I'm like, fuck it. Give me your passport. I'm going to write your ass a ticket. Whoever's the registered owner of the car, I use that as their address. If they don't pay it, that's fine. I take pictures. The picture of their passport and everything is also attached to those electronic tickets that I'm doing. Because maybe one day when somebody takes over, and maybe if these people don't pay their tickets and he has extra warrants, maybe it'd be easier to kick their ass out of our country and deport them. I doubt it, though. What brought this up on me is pulled some over the other day. Male driving, female passenger, kids in the back seat. Sounds like normal, right? Husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Kids. The problem is a huge pet peeve of mine too. So when I say they had kids in the back seat, there were six kids in the back seat, from probably about 8 to 9 all the way down to like probably 6 months. 6 of them in this back seat. Now the area I'm in is there's nothing around there. Same gas stations for 10, 12 miles or more. Okay. Sure in the hell ain't no stores or nothing. Now these people are coming from, I think they were coming from Florida or somewhere, heading towards Texas or Mexico, wherever the fuck they're heading at. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold them there until somebody can bring them a car seat and an extra car. I'm stuck. That's what I do. I give them their ticket, and I have to let them go. Let them drive off like that. And I know everybody thinks I'm a cold-hearted son of a bitch, and I can be, but shit like that it irks me, because I don't want to hear on the news that they had a crash up the road, 100 miles up the road, or in another state, where, you know, and I look and it's this car and I got all these dead kids all over the road. Because, you know, it wouldn't be my fault. I'm going to feel like it's my fault because maybe I should have held them back. Well, what are you supposed to do? It's like they don't care. Or they just come in here and get a whole bunch of babies so they can try to get better citizen status. I don't know. Just be careful out there and pay attention. Make sure you up your insurance rates. Like I said, if you get hit by one of these illegals, you're going to get fucked. You're going to get fucked. So, that's how it's just. Then I pulled over another car, and, you know, fucking Kia or something, Spark. It's like a sports car thing. Two females, driver, passenger. They had about 5 kids in the back seat. One was actually an infant. Same area. These were not Hispanic people, but it's like, well, I don't know, people. I understand when I was growing up, you know, we didn't wear seatbelts and all that shit like that, but and personally, if you're an adult, this is just my opinion. Of course, if you're an adult and you don't want to wear a seatbelt, don't fucking wear it. I've seen seatbelts save people's lives. I've seen, you know, there have been people that's died wearing their seatbelts also. There's arguments both ways. I think seatbelts probably do save more lives than not, but I think an adult, if you want to wear a seatbelt, it should be your choice. But especially as a child or an infant, especially nowadays, I know, like, oh, y'all didn't wear one. I know I didn't wear one. But you know what? There wasn't half as many cars on the roads either. It's just a lot more stuff going on out there when that time of my life. So, like I said, wrote them a ticket too. It's just, like I said, it kills me. I tell them, look, I'm like, please, like, just, you know, slow down. I mean, what are you going to do at this point? They're hundreds of miles away from their house. 30 or 40 more miles away from the nearest store where they could buy a car seat. Or what they're going to do, I'm going to make them buy a new car. Because I don't care if they bought seats. They don't have enough seats in that car. They need a freaking minivan. A damn bus or something. I don't know. But I'm not gonna bitch about it any much more. It just pisses me off. Just cover your ass with some insurance and shit. Don't get fucked over. Last story of this one here. Pulled over a truck that was doing 81 to 60. Now, this is one of my first things. Everybody knows I've been doing this shit a long time. I'm a dinosaur. I'm a dinosaur traffic cop. Body aches, bad back, and scarred up physically and mentally, okay? Just a fact of the job. Been having a conversation on Facebook Messenger with a guy that listens, and he's in college. Thinking about going to be a Leo. Good luck to you. I don't like to be discouraging. Just prepare yourself, man. Just prepare yourself. Like I said, I feel like I've done a lot of good. There's a lot of people that don't like me out there also, but depending on if you don't end your career in this job, I say physically and mentally scarred, hopefully not broken. You didn't do your job, in my opinion. If you retire from this job and you ain't got some fucked up shit wrong with you, now I'm not talking craziness, but if you don't have some fucked up shit wrong with you, mentally or physically or both, you didn't do your job. You sat in the parking lot and collected a check. Like I said, this is my opinion. You get out there and beat the pavement. Try to be, and today is dangerous to do, try to be proactive as much as you can. Being proactive cop nowadays is going away because of all of the way the society is. If you're too proactive, you can end up on the news or arrested or something like that. So police work's starting to turn into a reactive profession, kind of like firefighting, and nothing against firefighting. But even if you're not a super proactive cop, if you don't come out of here with this stuff scarred up, you didn't do nothing. You were sloughing. So I'm not going to preach about that. We'll talk about some shit like that on another one. I try not to be serious. Sometimes I slip. Back to this story, my first. Pulled the truck, 81 in the 60. I don't know if I put down, I think it was Louisiana plates or Mississippi. I didn't write down which ones, I don't remember. I walk up to the car, not routine. Like I said, I'm always on high alert when I'm approaching. Passenger side approach, which I prefer when I always can do it. Sometimes I'm unable to, but I always try to go passenger. Get up there, wasn't no tinted windows, nothing. Just two older gentlemen, probably somewhere in their 60s or late 60s, I would presume. They could have been older, I'm not sure. And I don't remember the guy's birthday. So, here's his driver's license. I don't remember. I could go look it up, but I'm not doing it. I'm assuming. Let's say between 60 and, 60s and 70s. Close enough. 20-year gauge gap thing. Whatever. Third reason I pulled you over is you were doing 81 to 60. He's like, yeah, I know, I'm so sorry. Now, this part here, you need to listen too closely. He's like, I'm sorry. He said, I wear them Pampers and it's full and it's leaking. I'm trying to get somewhere. Yeah, you heard me right. I didn't stutter. This older gentleman, told me that he wears Pampers, which I'm assuming that he meant the adult disposable undergarments referred to as the pins. Okay, but sometimes at this point, I'm glad that I have a raft face that I can keep expressionless and like that, because this grown man just told me he had Pampers on and they were full. He had full Pampers on. He took his hand, patted his dick, and said his Pampers were full. Okay. I said, yes, sir. I said, I'm gonna need your driver's license and stuff like that. So I got it. Went back. Came back with a citation. Yes, if you're thinking it, yes, the Iceman did write this man a ticket, but I was nice about it. I dropped it from 81 to 75. Cost him a little bit less. I advised him at the next exit that there was no service stations, no stores. All there is a boat ramp and water. I told him where he could pull up in a private area if he needed to, and if he needed to, I said, I think I called it. If you need, I said, you can pull over here. When you get off the exit, take a left and then a right. Go back to another river. It's kind of private. If you need to go back there and take care of your business. I did not say change yourself or anything like that, because I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm actually kind of feel sorry for him. Obviously he's old enough or something's wrong with him that he's using the bathroom by himself. So I'm not going to make fun of him at all for that. Might be me one day. Might be one of y'all. I know it's a funny story, and that's why I'm telling it. But because the only reason it's funny is because he looked at me and told me that his Pampers were full. He didn't blink. He didn't blush. Nothing. Neither did his passenger. So I'm like, that was the first. I've never had somebody tell me that they were speeding because their Pampers were full. So take that one to the bank. So I don't know if that'll ever happen again. That's the stories for this week. Hopefully next week we'll have a guest. Hopefully. If not, we'll talk about something. I want to do another little, I got a shit ton of Louisiana crime stuff to talk about. But I don't think we'll get to it today because, like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be attempting to build myself a new podcast desk. So I might take some pictures of the clubhouse and then the way it is, and then maybe afterwards, like before and after. Hopefully it turns out okay, you know. Some of y'all might be curious of what the clubhouse looks like. It's pretty dirty right now. Like I said, I got merch and shit laying around because I buy everything that I buy it before I put it up for sale to make sure it's proper quality's okay. I'm waiting on some rubber bracelet things coming on to come in. I got 100 of them ordered. It says they're kind of a darker navy blue color. It says MOTORCOP Chronicles Podcast in white on it. And I have embossed on the other side of it with a little saying. It says fuck your feelings. So I'm waiting for those to come in. Anyway, anybody got any stories to share or wants to be a guest, please contact me. Email me. If you want to be a member of the private group on Facebook, the MOTORCOP Clubhouse, you got to answer 2 or 3 questions and see if I'll accept you or not. And I'll post extra stuff in there. There's actually a video in the clubhouse of when we were at motor competition of riding through the cones. I had the phone on my bike mounted, and it's me riding through some cones and running over some. That's the only way to see some of that stuff is you have to join, and it is free. There's no charge involved. So until Wednesday, come back for the midweek news. Don't know if who's going to be here. Pretty sure Holster will be on camera. I'm not sure if Freebird or the box. I haven't spoke to them about it yet. Hopefully they will be. I love it when I got a full house, when the whole crew is in. Till then, be safe. Well, I'll finish up so I can get back to turning this off. Be safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back. And remember to smile, because the Iceman could always be behind you.